Why Cody Rhodes skipped SmackDown this week, the best and worst of WWE SmackDown, wrestler passes away after collapsing, John Cena accused of being a heel in real life, John Cena's heel excuse flops. A real-life Bloodline member calls out Solo Sikoa. Heyman drops Triple H's massive WrestleMania 41 bombshell. A critical update on Roman Reigns' future after WWE SmackDown. Is The Rock gone from WWE and out of WrestleMania 41? Let's dive right in. The best and worst of WWE SmackDown. SmackDown rolled into Bologna, Italy, as part of WWE's European tour before WrestleMania 41. For the first time since 2 weeks ago on Raw, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk were all under one roof. Damian Priest and Jimmy Uso teamed up to take down Shinsuke Nakamura and Drew McIntyre, but McIntyre got revenge by leaving Priest crumpled after the bell. Zelina Vega went toe-to-toe with Piper Niven, only to get overwhelmed by the Green Regime's numbers game. The night also brought more creepy vignettes. One with a masked guy lurking, and another flashing 4 and 3, maybe hinting at Aleister Black's comeback. Still no sign of Wyatt Six or Alexa Bliss, though. The tour kept chugging along, delivering some gems and a few duds. Here's the rundown of SmackDown's best and worst from Bologna. Number 1. Best and worst. Liv Morgan's huge night on SmackDown. The Bologna crowd was electric as Liv Morgan faced off with Jade Cargill, but once again the Women's Tag Team Championship felt like a shiny paperweight. Cargill kept pausing to flex after every move and popped up with kips like she was showing off. The match had its moments, but the ending was a mess WWE couldn't avoid. Jade's a powerhouse who rarely loses, and Liv's been the backbone of Raw all year. She couldn't take a clean fall either. It should have ended with Naomi jumping in, but instead Liv stole the win after the chaos. It's a big deal, Cargill's first singles loss by pinfall. No apology came Liv's way, but she walked out with a career-defining victory. Meanwhile, the Street Profits took down Los Garza in a last-second match, leaving Escobar empty-handed. No apology for the false blame he got earlier. Number 2. Worst, Randy Orton's head games are a puzzle. Randy Orton opened SmackDown in Bologna, but before he could speak, Kevin Owens crashed the party. The prizefighter said sorry for pile-driving Orton, maybe hoping to keep his skull off the kicking list. Owens insisted Cody Rhodes had it coming, but Orton didn't. Then the Viper flipped the script. He liked getting dropped because it stirred up the voices in his head. So why is he still mad about it if it worked out? His logic's a head-scratcher. It's like he's itching to be the bad guy again. He ended by vowing to smash Owens all over Las Vegas at WrestleMania 41. Number 3. Best. Heels who actually make sense. Kathy Kelly grilled Liv Morgan about why she hijacked Jade Cargill's interview last week and won't let it go. Even after Naomi was outed as the real attacker, Liv fired back. Jade had time to post on Instagram non-stop, but couldn't be bothered to clear Liv and Rodriguez when they were wrongly accused. It stung, and Jade never said sorry. It's the same deal that ticked people off with Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. No apologies when they mess up. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins once pointed fingers at Los Garza for jumping them. DIY pulled a similar stunt, but never owned up to it either. WWE's good guys get a free pass, while heels like Liv get no love, even when their gripes hold water. Number 4. Best and worst. Monsters collide in a chaotic title chase. When giants like Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker, and Jacob Fatu throw down, it's a guaranteed wrecking ball of a fight. No fancy moves, just pure destruction, and that's what went down with Strowman and Fatu. This time, it mattered more. The winner earns a US title shot against LA Knight next week in London. Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga stuck their noses in, handing Strowman the win by DQ. Fatu was fuming. He missed his title chance, and another loss got slapped on his record. The tension's boiling, and it feels like a breakup's coming. They just need to time it right. Number 5. Worst. The sparks fading before WrestleMania. Last week, we got another chaotic brawl to break up. This time, SmackDown served a split-screen chat with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. They shouted over each other and stuck to the same old lines. Stratton bragged she's the champ now, and Flair's not the center of the universe. She said Flair snuffs out anyone climbing the ladder. Charlotte hit back with her usual, "I'm the best. People bow to me," ignoring anyone else in her path. Despite all the fire talk, the segment just torched the excitement. What's left? A contract signing where they parrot the same stuff again? Number 6. Best. CM Punk schools. Roman on the Rumble. Roman Reigns made a rare drop-in and spilled why he went after CM Punk and Seth Rollins 2 weeks back on Raw. He whined that Punk screwed him by tossing him out of the Royal Rumble. Guess he forgot that's how the match works. Then he accused Rollins of trying to kill him post-elimination. Funny, since he's done the same to Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, and a dozen others over the years. Punk clapped back, reminding him it's been ages since he last did a Rumble, so maybe he's rusty on the rules. Plus, he saved Roman's crew at War Games. Wrestler passes away after collapsing. Wrestling is a tough game. Performers risk everything, day in and day out, just to put on a show. Today, that harsh truth hit hard with the news that Artist, a rising star in the independent scene, passed away after collapsing at an event. Indie wrestling often flies under the radar, missing the big lights and famous names of the major leagues, but it's where so many top talents cut their teeth, and it's no less real or risky. Tragedy doesn't care about the size of the stage. It can strike anywhere, anytime. Extreme Valley Wrestling broke the heartbreaking news on Facebook, sharing that Artist collapsed during their show and didn't make it. Here's what they posted. "It is with great sadness that I have the duty to inform the fans of XVW that after collapsing tonight at XVW and being rushed to the hospital, Artist has passed away. We wish to send our condolences to his family, friends, and fans. Our staff worked tirelessly to keep him alive until the medics arrived. We will pause activities in remembrance of the life of Artist. Rest in peace, champ." Post from 15W's Facebook account. Artist was carving out a name for himself, trained by big hitters like TNA's Ace Austin, Jake Crist, and Sami Callihan. The wrestling world lost a young fighter too soon, and the crowd's feeling the weight of it tonight. John Cena accused of being a heel in real life. John Cena's 2025 retirement tour took a wild twist when he flipped the script and turned heel, leaving everyone stunned. Nobody saw it coming. Not the fans, not the analysts, not even the folks expecting a feel-good farewell. After snagging the Elimination Chamber win, it looked like we were heading for a classic good guy showdown with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. But then, on Raw this week, the Cenation leader shocked the world. He didn't just turn on the American Nightmare, he turned on the crowd too, shattering his hero image. WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, though, wasn't surprised at all. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestle Binge's The Wrestling Time Machine with Mac Davis, he dropped a bold take. This new Cena fits like a glove because it's who he really is. Here's what Teddy had to say. "Oh, it was no big deal to me. John Cena's now being John Cena. The best heel in the world is the guy that's a heel in real life. And that's, nothing against him. I like him, he's a great guy. But he is a heel in real life. And this fits him perfectly. You watch and see how good his promos are now than they were when he was cutting them babyface promos. You watch this." When Bill Apter pushed for more details, Teddy kept it short and sharp. "All I've said is this. That's perfectly him, and that's all I'm going to say." John Cena's heel excuse flops. John Cena shocked the world on March 1st, blindsiding Cody Rhodes at WWE Elimination Chamber and turning heel after 20 years as a good guy. It was a massive moment, but WWE legend Eric Bischoff isn't buying what Cena's selling. On his March 17th Raw promo, the Hollywood star nailed the delivery. Bischoff called it great, but the reasoning? Not so much. Cena pointed the finger at WWE's toxic fans, claiming they've picked on him his whole career. The 47-year-old skipped any mention of teaming up with The Rock and Travis Scott, which left some heads scratching. Bischoff, the guy who turned Hulk Hogan bad at Bash at the Beach 1996, weighed in on his 83 Weeks podcast, calling Cena's explanation weak. "It was exciting. John Cena's turning heel. Oh, the potential," Bischoff said. But there wasn't anything dramatic about it other than the fact that he turned heel. It was interesting. I did see the clip of his promo. I didn't see it live. I saw the clip of it. It was okay. I mean, the delivery was great, but just the message was kind of weak for that moment. Cena's gunning for Cody Rhodes and the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41 on April 19th to 20th. If he pulls it off, he'll retire with a jaw-dropping 17th world title. WWE's been bouncing around Europe with shows before the big night, and that March 17th promo went down in Brussels, Belgium. The crowd there let Cena have it. Boos and nasty chants all night long, but Bischoff thinks it might have hit harder somewhere else. A lot of that promo and the emotion that should go with it could have been lost on that audience. Between the audio and the English challenge, yeah, someone should have thought of that one. Cena's next stop is Raw on March 24th in Glasgow, Scotland, where he'll cross paths with Rhodes again. With WrestleMania closing in, he's got work to do to make this heel turn pop. A real-life Bloodline member calls out Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa's been on a rough ride in WWE since Roman Reigns took him down earlier this year. After losing the Tribal Chief title and the Ula Fala on Raw's big Netflix debut, the 32-year-old's grip on things has been slipping. He stepped away for a while, but when he came back, the old dominance just wasn't there. Now, real-life Bloodline family member Zilla Fatu's stirring the pot, blasting Sikoa in a fiery chat with Muscle Man Malcolm. When the host asked if Zilla respects Solo's status, he didn't hold back. "So, you don't acknowledge Solo Sikoa? You know that, you Hell nah," Fatu said. Things have been messy for Solo lately. Back when Tonga Loa got hurt in the men's War Games match, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga started doing their own thing. Then Solo lost the Ula Fala to Reigns, and his return to SmackDown flipped the script. He wasn't the one calling shots spots anymore. He's been trying to smooth things over with Jacob and Tama ever since. Last month, Solo botched Jacob's chance to earn a United States Championship shot, but the Samoan werewolf brushed it off, sticking by him and Tama anyway. That loyalty didn't last long, though. On the latest SmackDown, Jacob took on Braun Strowman for a crack at LA Knight's US title. It was all set, until Solo and Tama jumped Strowman, forcing a disqualification. Jacob wasn't having it. Furious, he confronted Solo for the selfish move and told him to watch his back. The tension's thick now, and it's looking like Solo and Jacob could be on a collision course for WrestleMania. With Zilla Fatu throwing shade from the outside, Solo's hold on the Bloodline crew is shakier than ever. Heyman drops Triple H's massive WrestleMania 41 bombshell. After this week's SmackDown wrapped up, Triple H made waves by locking in a huge non-title match for WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. Paul Heyman, quick on the draw, spread the word on his social media, sharing the update straight from WWE's chief content officer. The March 21st SmackDown in Bologna, Italy, had the roof blowing off with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins all in the same building. Things got spicy fast. Punk threw some verbal jabs, bragging that neither Reigns nor Rollins ever beat him without backup from the other. Then he lit the fuse, jumping Reigns with fists flying. Rollins didn't sit back either. He dove right into the mess. Security and refs tried to break it up, but the three kept swinging even after the cameras cut out. Triple H and WWE made it official. Reigns, Rollins, and Punk are set to tear it up in a triple threat clash at the grandest stage of them all. Heyman, dubbed the Wiseman, hopped on Instagram stories to flash the match poster, sealing the deal. Not everyone's thrilled, though. Wrestling old-timer Vince Russo ripped into the SmackDown creative crew on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Brodown. He's fed up, saying WWE's stuck on non-stop wrestling with no meat to the stories or characters. Here's what he vented. I am just sick and tired of everything being a wrestling match. Can you not give me one story? Can I not get one story? I swear to God, we gotta start asking ourselves this question now. Does TKO not know that wrestling is fake? Predetermined, Dutch. They're treating this like it's freaking MMA. They're treating these fights like they're real. There's no story, there's no character, and nobody gives a shit, Russo said. Russo's point? WWE's acting like it's a real fight league, not the wild, scripted drama fans crave. With WrestleMania 41 shaping up, this triple threat's got the spotlight, but not everyone's sold on the build-up. A critical update on Roman Reigns' future after WWE SmackDown. Roman Reigns was a part of WWE SmackDown this week. The guy's been a ghost lately, barely showing up over the past few months. His return at Madison Square Garden after the Royal Rumble was a rare treat, and fans have been starving to see more of him. But things are shifting now. He's not just dipping his toes back in, he's jumping in head first. On tonight's SmackDown in Bologna, Italy, he went face-to-face with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, stirring up chaos and even hinting at a possible double cross from Paul Heyman. And here's the kicker. This isn't a one-off. 3 more dates are locked in for Reigns, which is a big deal for a star who's usually off the grid more than he's on it. Mark your calendars. He's set for next week's SmackDown on March 28th in London, then April 4th SmackDown in Chicago, and he'll hit Raw on April 7th in Minneapolis. That's 3 straight appearances. A packed schedule for someone who's been playing hide-and-seek with the WWE Universe. Plus, word is he'll pop up even more before WrestleMania 41 hits Las Vegas on April 19th to 20th. Those extra dates aren't set in stone yet, but with the road to the big show heating up, you can bet he'll be around. After tonight's wild showdown, where he made it clear he's gunning for Punk and Rollins at WrestleMania, it's obvious Reigns is back to shake things up, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. Is The Rock gone from WWE and out of WrestleMania 41? The road to WrestleMania 41 is heating up, and the big clash between John Cena and Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship is taking center stage. It all kicked off at Elimination Chamber 2025, where Cena won the men's chamber match, turned heel, and teamed up with The Rock and Travis Scott to lay out the American Nightmare. But since that wild night, The Rock's been a ghost. No TV appearances, no mentions, nothing. Last week on Raw, when Cena and Rhodes went face-to-face, neither dropped the final boss's name. Even Rhodes, the champ, hasn't said a word about this new trio that jumped him. So, what's the deal? Is The Rock gone from WWE and out of WrestleMania 41? Right now, it's not clear-cut. There's no hard proof he's done with WWE or scratched from Mania. That first Raw promo after Elimination Chamber was all about Cena explaining his heel turn and why he's ditching the fans. It makes sense WWE might have wanted to zoom in on that big shift instead of muddying it up with talk about The Rock. Keeping him out of the spotlight for a bit could just be a storytelling choice. Let Cena's moment breathe before pulling the People's Champion back in. With WrestleMania 41 set for April 19th to 20th in Las Vegas, there's still time. The Rock could slide back into the mix, maybe not in the ring but lurking outside it, backing Cena during the title match. That'd fit his style. Big impact, no heavy lifting. But there's another angle. Wrestling vet Vince Russo, speaking on Sportskeeda WrestleBinge's Brodown, threw out a theory. Something's off behind the scenes. He said it's weird Cena didn't even hint at The Rock in that Raw promo. After all, they're supposed to be tight now. Russo's gut tells him the final boss might be tangled in some backstage drama, which could explain why his name's been wiped from the script since Elimination Chamber. He didn't spill specifics, just speculated that it doesn't add up otherwise. Here's the thing. The Rock's history with WWE is a roller coaster. He's popped in and out lately. Think Bad Blood 2024 and Raw's Netflix debut. Sometimes wrestling, sometimes just stirring the pot. His Hollywood gig and TKO board seat mean he's got a full plate, but he's never fully ditched WWE. Posts on X and Wrestling Chatter have flipped between he's out and he's in for Mania 41 all year. Right now, it's a waiting game. If he's facing issues backstage, WWE's keeping it quiet. More likely, they're holding him back for a surprise closer to the show. Maybe a dramatic return on SmackDown or Raw to hype Cena's corner. So, is The Rock gone? Not yet. Out of WrestleMania 41? Too early to call. The storyline's still got legs, and with weeks to go, he could still electrify Vegas. Keep an eye out. When he's ready, you'll smell what he's cooking. Why Cody Rhodes skipped SmackDown this week. Cody Rhodes is gearing up to defend his undisputed WWE Championship against John Cena at WrestleMania 41, just 29 nights away. But this week, the American Nightmare was nowhere to be seen on SmackDown in Bologna, Italy. Here's why he sat this one out. Monday's Raw in Brussels was a big night. John Cena's first appearance since turning heel at Elimination Chamber. The crowd let him have it, booing hard and chanting "John Cena sucks" at the Men's Chamber winner. Cena fired back, saying he's done kissing up to fans after 25 years of a toxic bond. He's wrestling for himself now. Rhodes rolled in to face off with his Mania rival. He told Cena the fans piled love and hate on him because they saw him as worthy, then challenged him to bring the real John Cena to WrestleMania, not this whiny B version. It was a heavy-hitting exchange, and it landed hard. WWE didn't need Rhodes doubling up on SmackDown after that. It'd risk watering down a great moment. They're smart about not overcooking a story with too many appearances. Cena's in the middle of his farewell tour, but he's juggling Hollywood gigs too, so his WWE time's limited. He might not have been free for SmackDown this week. With his Mania foe sidelined, WWE likely figured Rhodes didn't need to show either. Without Cena there to mix it up, Rhodes would have just cut a solo promo, something he already did on Raw 2 weeks back. The company probably didn't want their champ spinning the same wheels with no one to bounce off. Then there's the SmackDown closer. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns trading words before a full-on brawl broke out. It was a wild scene. Bad blood boiling over, a hint of trouble between Reigns and Paul Heyman, and all three guys getting their shots in while pointing at the WrestleMania 41 sign. Throwing Rhodes into the mix that night would have pulled some of the shine off that moment. He's tied to those three in loose story threads. Punk's history with him, Rollins' rivalry, Reigns' past clashes, but this wasn't his fight. WWE kept the focus tight, letting that trio own the night. Rhodes skipping SmackDown makes sense. A killer Raw promo, Cena's schedule, and a hot closing angle that didn't need him. What's next for the American Nightmare? We'll see soon enough. He's got a big title defense looming and the clock's ticking.